recording here.
Thank you, camera person.
I have a name.
Yeah, whatever. No, Giselle, I've been like...
All I do is make sure it's recording.
Giselle will sometimes be on the podcast too, but I was like, we should give her like the god mic. You know how they do that? Where like all of a sudden they're like, hey Giselle, can you fact check that?
Yeah, like...
Will you fact check me?
Yeah.
Throughout the podcast?
I will. Don't worry, if you say anything that's not right, I'll let you know.
Ben didn't know the global population. It's kind of crazy.
But actually, I just want you to like reference like Twitter memes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah. That's
I can
what
do
you're
that.
there for.
If we can get Ramona Singer to call in.
Yeah, please.
So if you could work on that, that would be...
Have you always been into Real Housewives? When did that start?
2020.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like Vanderpump was my way in. And then we did Summer House. And then we did Southern Charm. And then now it's been carefully curated for me.
Okay.
So like I'm a semi-scholar, but I wouldn't claim to kind of...
I'm a historian.
My wife's a historian and I'm coming up.
Right. Hi, this is Once to Watch Chef's Choice. I'm Abby Kenna, and today I'm joined by Dear Boy, Ben.
No, leading with Dear Boy is kind of cool.
Okay.
It's just me.
That's very actually important that you just said that, though, because the inflection was something I was debating. Is it Dear Boy or is it Dear Boy?
Whoa. I've kind of never thought about it like that.
Okay.
The way it was said to me, the reason we named the band that is we were living in England and we were starting this band.
Nice.
I know, right off the bat.
Okay.
But it was Thanksgiving and we were like super dejected because we were away from our family.
Yeah.
And the server just came up to me. She could tell that something was up.
Yeah.
And she just said to me like, oh, things will look up, Dear Boy.
Oh.
And I was like quickly Googling to see if it was a thing.
Is it a thing?
No.
Oh.
It is now.
Wow.
Oh, it's now. Yeah.
We are a thing.
We are a thing. I am a thing. I am Dear Boy. We've had people try to take the crown from us, like imposters, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
So we were like, maybe it's a play on like deer, like a reindeer, deer. Like
That's honestly like when people ask me about the band, I've never heard about it. I have to do some sort of like space work for them. So like really quickly how I do it is I just go, oh, it's Dear Boy. It's not. It's
that is so good.
Honestly, you think it would be more successful than it is. People get more confused.
I have a few jokes like that too.
Like,
Yeah.
you want me to steal a third? I'm like, no. That's just what. Okay.
No, yeah, we're doing space work.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I was recommended your album a few weeks ago and was hooked immediately.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I'm stoked.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's new to talk about it because I don't know who's heard it and who hasn't. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
So if I like fumble a little bit, it's because I don't really know how to speak about the album yet.
You're supposed to fumble.
Great.
That is life. Well, this is Chef's Choice. It's our little 3-course meal of music. And to start, I would love to know if listeners had never heard Dear Boy before, what is the first song you would recommend to them?
I would recommend the first single from this record, which is called Kelly Green.
Okay.
I think it's like the perfect cross section of what we used to make, like how we sounded and where we are now.
Yeah.
There's some jangle. There's some melody stuff that I am typically doing, but it brings in like the Manchester influences and some of the fuzzy guitars. So that would be the perfect respite.
Okay, the English background, the British background really gives me a lot of context because there is that sort of like early 2000s like British rock. I was like into Catfish and the Bottlemen, like all that shit.
Great.
How did that happen? Why were you in England?
It's kind of lame how we, like, here's the thing, like we started the band a while ago and it's one of those things where like you want to be near, in your mind, you're like, oh, it'll be so cool if we like move to the place where like our favorite bands made music. And it's in retrospect, it's like, it's such a dumb thing because you want to be like, we rep Los Angeles and California so much and like, but we're so obviously influenced by anything like British from the late 70s all the way until like 2 weeks ago. So I had a friend who was a booking agent there and he got us work visas and we just moved there.
Wow.
And we had jobs and we played like really shitty shows and wrote music there.
Okay.
But our influences, I think now we've tampered down a little bit. Like it's not so overt. It's like a thing that we've actually pulled from, but it's uniquely SoCal now. But
yeah,
I love Pulp. I love The Cure. I love
absolutely
anything Scottish too. So I love to rock.
I love to rock.
I don't know if people told you. Love to rock.
I was warned.
Warned.
No.
It's important. Well, I don't know who you're talking to.
No
Very
one.
possible.
No one said anything to me.
They should have.
Well, okay, first of all, would you say you are Dear Boy or the four of you together?
The four of us.
Okay,
yeah,
beautiful. How did y'all meet initially?
We, Keith, Austin, and I had been in like a bunch of bands in LA that we didn't really love, but we became really, really close friends.
Okay.
And then Lucy and I used to go to the same coffee shop all the time.
Awesome.
And I saw her every day. We had nicknames for each other, but we never spoke. And then one fateful day, we were like both at the stirring station, and we were both and I just said like, I see you more than I see my own family. Like, who the hell are you?
I'm going to start using that.
You must.
Okay.
And yeah, we were friends for years before I knew she played bass. And then she just dropped that on me, and I was like, excuse me?
I've been looking for that.
Do you like to rock? Because I have to warn you, I do too.
And we're moving to England now.
She's like, oh, yes, please.
Nice.
But yeah, that's just like fate.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now that we've laid the groundwork, tell me about Kelly Green and what led you guys to write that song. We
were an independent band for a really long time, like without a record label. And so when you do something like that, you're like, for us, like we have a really strange career because we would like release singles, save up enough money to do more, and then we'd have like an EP or whatever. And we'd constantly be touring, and we never had money to like make a full length. Yeah. So we realized we were like 6 years into our career, and we're like, we've never released a full length record. Is that allowed? Is that strange? So, and we have songs from the very beginning where we were just like protective of, and we're like, oh, this will be on our full length when we save up enough money to make it.
Right. And then it's been 6 years.
Yeah. So we made the full length on our album, our full length album on our own, with all our own money, all our own time, whatever. And it was just a very stressful time to kind of like interpret songs for that long. Mm-hmm. So anyway, once we put the record out, we got back together and we were just like, well, what does our band sound like with no pressure? Like now that we signed to a label and we have money, and what kind of stuff do we want to make? And it turns out it's like something like Kelly Green, which was like pure unbridled enthusiasm and fun and groove bass, which we were obviously kind of afraid to do.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
You look like you don't groove.
No. I get it though.
Just watching
I clocked that about you.
Yeah. It's so funny. But yeah, once we did that, we were like, there's no way to recover from that. I can't transition out. No, but like once we started writing, it all came really, really fast, and it became very clear what kind of sound and what kind of thing we wanted to do. And so Kelly Green was like the first song in our writing sessions where we knew we were onto something that was different and exciting. Lyrically, like I just imagined, I don't know if I can say this on this podcast, but like I just imagined clothes falling on the ground that looked like flower petals, and that was like kind of the first thing that I was pulling from. Then I was like, oh, I think I have something.
Yeah. That, first of all, anything goes here.
Really?
Yeah, you can curse.
Well,
whatever.
I've got something to say.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yes. Very cool image.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Clothes falling on the ground like flower petals.
Yeah.
Awesome. How does your writing sessions, how do they work as a 4-piece? Is it someone bringing in a half-finished song, or is it truly like the conception is together?
Thank you for asking.
Sure.
I can't share that. No, we for this, we honestly didn't know. So like when we first sat down, we were like, well, what do we do? Because like for 6-7 years, whatever we were doing, everyone's bringing in their own stuff, and we never really fully realized them because we didn't have a reason to.
Yeah.
But for this, we just would like sit and see what happens. Like Austin would bring in really great riffs and stuff, and then I had fully done songs that I thought might be good for a solo project of mine or whatever.
Yeah.
But as soon as we had a direction, like we just brought in pieces, and then it would start to become it would go through this filter of like, Celebrator, like what this record would feel like. So we did it really quick. We read it in like 10 sessions or something.
The whole album?
The whole album, yeah.
Wow.
It was like, we were just ready. It was like very exciting. It was like, we did that. We recorded it in like 2 weeks.
Ooh.
It was just like, the last record we spent a year on it and like 7 years writing it. And I think for better or worse, when you hear it, it's like, you can hear the effort.
Sure.
Which maybe that's good or maybe it's not. But for this, we're just like, it has to be exciting and fun. And I don't want to overthink it.
Yeah.
So, not to say I did pore over the lyrics for months. So
of course.
Let's be honest.
With the album being written in like a condensed amount of sessions, did you find that there were like themes that sort of presented themselves, or did you go in with a theme in mind?
Love these questions.
Okay. Yes, validation. Thank you.
The questions themselves give me validation.
Yes.
So I'm like loving it. The theme presented itself actually. Cool. Like there was sort of a simmering joy like in our doing of it, and then in our writing of the record, we could tell like what was happening. Like I realized that like the lyrics were sort of taking a direction of sort of like this endless like celebration, like this endless evening, like kind of like those things started to happen and sort of pointed the music in a little bit, even if I was like quietly shepherding it. But yeah, once that happened, it's like, oh, we know what it is. But we also like, we booked the recording sessions so we didn't have too much time to like overwrite.
Right.
You know, we did like, we finished the last song the night before we left for Brooklyn to record like the second half of the album. So it was like, I finished lyrics on the plane. So it's like, we kind of gave ourselves a limited time to kind of figure it out.
Yeah. I kind of like that now. Years ago, I would have never been able to do that. But recently I've put myself in those positions, and you kind of just have to trust that like you are going to write the thing that needs to be written, and then you do.
Yes. It's a leap and the net will appear type deal.
Risky business, but
yeah, in retrospect, hearing me say it, I'm saying it very confidently because it worked out. But it totally couldn't have.
Yeah. Do you feel like it is helpful to have 4 opinions in that sense where like everyone's able to like fill in the gaps of things?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Because like the appeal of being in a band and making music is that collaboration, like the idea of making something that you couldn't make yourself.
Yeah.
So I want to hear what these maniacs have to say. Like, they're all nuts. And their ideas, I would never in a million years think to do them, but they're better than mine. So like, and hopefully they think the same about me. They don't. But like, yeah. And also like the 4 of us are so close that we now have a weird psychic connection. And like, I love working with them. So like, this record is the best thing I've ever been a part of. And that includes dinner conversations and like things I've baked, like whatever. Like this is like the best thing I've ever made. Yeah. So I feel very proud to have done it with them.
Yeah, there's a really special sort of like mutual trust too of being able to create something like that and like having to like shoot each other down and also be like, I'm going to say this crazy thing and you're going to have to like think the same of me afterwards.
Yes, totally. That's how I preface it, by the way.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm always like bashing session culture on this podcast, which I should stop doing, but
keep it up.
I just feel like you are going to make better art with people you're better friends with. Like you're going to have better conversations with people you're better friends with. So why would the music not be better?
I agree.
So.
And keep fighting a good fight on that.
Like, no one's listening, but it's a valiant effort. Well, I would love to know off of Celebrator, what is the song that is like the meat of this era?
I think the meat of this era would have to be, I think it's our second single, which is called After All.
Yes.
Which is kind of a very Catherine Wheel inspired rock song. And I think like when we went there, we kind of gave ourselves permission to do something that unabashed, like I think like we would always live, it's like very electric and very loud. And then when we record, we were always very conscious of like in the past, for whatever reason, like anytime it went there, we sort of like pulled back a little bit.
Why do you think that?
I don't, it's something that I'm working on in therapy. I think like the records that we just were very inspired by, we always would think like, would The Cure do this, or like would whatever, or not that exactly, but we would be like, it's too, like, it just felt, every time it just felt like that's not what the song was asking for.
Okay.
And then in this iteration, for whatever reason, like while we were working on it, we just were like, let's like do the thing, because we all rock super hard. And like,
I've heard.
You have heard, you've been fucking warned. But it's true, like we come from that, like in the bands that I grew up listening to and being in, like we were really outrageous, and like I think maybe I just thought like I just don't want to do that. And then for this, and part of it too is our producer Aaron Kobayashi Rich, who is maybe the best alive.
Phenomenal.
He might be the best alive. He has that like je ne sais quoi thing in every one of his records.
Yes.
And that's like a roundabout way of giving my record a compliment, but like it is true. It's very special the way he works.
Yeah.
And as he would put it, we became like big guitar pilled, and like we really went there. And it's the first time we tracked live. So like,
oh, okay.
It just like happened. So when we did After All, it was like, it got so fuzzy and loud, and it was riff based, which we, for some reason, thought was not cool before. Mm-hmm. Now we're riff maniacs. So like from now on, it's all riffs all the time.
Yeah.
And then we asked, we recorded it, maybe over a year ago, but we asked Alethea from our friend's band Rocket to sing, and she was very gracious enough to do that.
Yes.
And that's that Catherine Wheel thing too, where I really wanted. So yeah, and it was our first real collaboration too, so it was great. It's one of my favorite songs ever.
That's amazing. I love that because I'm also interviewing Rocket next
cool.
week. I think.
Cool.
And I found you guys separately, heard After All, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, I guess I've got the same taste. But, no, I think it's a really cool, not step up, but like a step deeper into the world of the record.
Thank you.
The fuzzy big guitar pilledness of it.
Yeah.
That's so funny though that you felt like you had to stay understated for a while, because I feel like people have the opposite issue is they go really big and then can't pull back.
Totally. I don't know. It's like, this may not sound rad or whatever, but when you're recording something, it just tells you at the time like what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And so like there are moments on our last record that were very loud and big and fuzzy, but like it always felt like we were sort of defying the music to do that. I just felt like, well, I can't believe we're like doing this. But live, like we're kind of, it's more explosive.
Yeah.
And then this time it just was like, it was party time. It was just like,
awesome.
The whole thing tapped into like the 13-year-old kid in you, this whole process. So like writing songs with your best friends, recording them without even thinking about it, like having no pressures about no financial pressures and no time pressures. Like we just were like in the studio too, when you're recording live for us, like we would throw out arrangements, complete arrangements, because it sounded bogus. Like when we got into the room.
Okay.
And so that kind of playfulness is not something we would ever dare do before. But it was like we would get in, we would arrange something for days, then we'd come into the space and we'd do a take, and then we'd come in and we'd sit there with Aaron and we'd just be like, this sucks. Like the song is cool, but why does this suck? And then we would immediately be able to fix it.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we would just like tweak it and then go do it, and then it would be cool. And then that feeling was just like, oh, that's why I got into this whole racket in the first place, was to have so much fun.
Wow.
So it was the most fun.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you chose to still put out that previous record though, of like the collection of songs from your entire career. I mean, it's more than that, but like to honor those songs and like give them their thing and then be like, okay, and now we're sitting down and doing this.
Yes.
I feel like Celebrator is a perfect title for that.
Thank you.
Is that why? I would love to know the reasoning.
Yeah, like it was making that last record was so crazy. Like we were in so much debt, and like I took a credit card loan out to like get it mixed. It was insane.
Yeah.
And so we took this big gamble, and then we shopped it personally. Luckily it paid off, and we have this great record label, Run Last King. But it was like, you know, you're reinterpreting songs. Some of those songs we wrote the first week we were a band. So so when you're 6 or 7 years into your band and you're readdressing those songs, it's kind of a wild practice. So like for this, it just felt like, oh my God, this is the best time. And then as soon as we started tapped into that spirit, we knew, like there was a song called Celebrator that's on the album, and that happened first. And then as soon as that song was written, it was like, that's it. Like that is the color of this. That is the energy of it. And then you know what it's like too as a songwriter. You know that like when you have a true north for a project, it's the greatest gift you could possibly have. Yeah. So we knew pretty early in.
That's so sick.
It's pretty sick.
Pretty sick, dude. Well, for our third track, I would love to know your personal favorite off of Celebrator.
Okay. Can I squeeze in a cheese course too?
Absolutely.
Has anyone done that?
Sometimes we have like a tapas situation.
Okay. So
charcuterie's new though.
Right. So we're getting, all right, quick cheese course. There's a song called Now More Than Ever, which I think is the most like risky song we've ever done. It's got a little Third Eye Blind. It's very like
love.
Listen, me too, but like, can anyone do Jenkins? Not really. So like when we started writing, I was like, can I do this?
Yeah.
As me as your friend that you've known for this long.
Right.
But I think that's a very important song on the album. And then I would say that my personal favorite is the last song, which is called Daylight Savings. And that song is one of those things that's like, we had written it, we had this whole arrangement, and pardon me saying this part, but like, in our opinion, the song was too strong for like any arrangement. Like anything that we kind of gave it, it would start to reject. Yeah. And so when we were kind of like tripping a little bit on how to do it, and then so we came into the room, we stripped everything away, and then it just became this like fuzzy guitar and this sort of like pulsy breakbeat that we did within 3 minutes.
Awesome.
And then Aaron like tasked me with like a VH1 behind the music moment, like, but for real. And it's like, I knew it was happening in the moment too. Like you could just tell the conversation was like, oh, this is an important conversation. But he's like, the song's like very delicate. He's like, I think for the vocal delivery, you should just do it 3 times. And that's a triple. We won't edit it or touch it or tune it or anything. Wow. And that should just, whatever you do should be it. And it was like, you know, that it, like you could feel it like bubbling up, and I looked at him and I was like, okay, Aaron. And so we like shut the lights off, and I did it, and that's like what's on the album. I sang it 3 times and that's it.
That's so cool.
So I'm very like partial to that because I also remember the experience of it, and it just felt like, oh, I was tasked with a moment, and it was met, and it's a beautiful thing. Yes. So, and the lyrics are very personal. So like that one is my favorite. Yeah.
I do like the theme of like a song sort of defining itself to you. Yeah. Like it's like rejecting the production that like you thought you needed to put on it, but it's just good as it is. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's dope. Okay, that was our cheese course.
that was the cheese course into the dessert. We did it.
Perfect. Well, I have a couple of closing questions for you then.
I love them.
Based on the metaphor, you'll love this. I would love to know if Celebrator were a candle, what would it smell like?
Oh my God. It would smell like a funfetti cake on fire.
Thank you for understanding the abstract nature of the question I asked.
I dropped out of college.
No, because sometimes people are just like, I think it would smell like vanilla. And I'm like, put it on fire too.
You're like, please.
Yeah. Love that.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. I would also love to know what your favorite sound is right now, but like a life sound.
A life sound?
Yeah, not a music sound.
The first thing I was going to... what I was going to say is when my dog hiccups.
Perfect.
Is that a life sound?
Yes.
It's just like a very... I don't know. It's like... I don't know. It's as if like a breeze was cracking its own knuckles or something. It's just a very strange little thing. And I just think it's cute.
Do you have any good hiccup cures? A lot of people in my life have had the hiccups chronically recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Chronically?
Yeah. When I went home, my brother had them for like 2 days, and recently one of my friends had them for like a full day. So
oh my God. Well,
taking stock.
I'll talk to my dog and we'll see like what works for her. That'll be a long email I'll send you after, but I'll do some digging.
Thank you. My final question for you then.
Yes.
Those were the 3 questions.
Cool.
My final question is who your ones to watch are.
Oh, great. There's so many great bands that I love. I love this band called Smut from Chicago.
Okay.
Self-Improvement from Long Beach.
Okay.
I love Miss Grit. I kind of love anything Aaron produces. Let's just say that.
Sure.
Rocket, I obviously love. There's a band, 18 Wheeler. Mateo from 18 Wheeler is such a great songwriter. And there's some bands in England I really like. I love Bleach Lab and Coach Party and
Love Coach Party.
Great. We became internet friends. We've never it's one of those things like for years now. We've just sort of like, isn't it weird when you feel so close? Like that's I don't know why, but I hope they feel the same way.
They're like, who's this guy?
Yeah, this guy is freaking me
followed
out.
No. I know exactly what you mean. I had a weird spree last weekend where I like actually went out for the first time in forever, and I saw multiple people from Instagram, and we had to have that moment of like, and I know you from my DMs. Like,
that's tough. That's a tough one.
It was kind of awesome.
Did it work out?
Yeah, we're getting coffee. All 3 of the people I met. Yeah.
That's a tough one. Cool.
I'm the sort of person where if I see you out, I'm going to be like, let's go get coffee next week.
I like that.
But yeah.
That takes courage.
Coach Party though.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't asked him for coffee in 3 years. It'll kind of be a Lucy situation. I'll wait for the stirring station and then I'll.
Yes. Perfect. Those are great ones to watch.
Thanks.
I didn't know most of them, so I'll do homework.
Again, like I'm super hip. Like you know that. Like everyone knows.
Obviously.
I'm plugged in, okay?
No, I love when I don't know all of them. I know Bleach Lab and Coach Party, but the others
they're great.
Check out.
Oh, they're so great.
Okay. Yes. New playlist ads. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Did this go well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Well, once again, this is Ones to Watch Chef's Choice. I'm Abby Kenna, and this is Dear Boy. Check out Celebrator.
Bye.
Yay.